Hello, I'm Drawing Pin and welcome to City of Gangsters, which is a gangster management sim game set in 1920s era America. So the Prohibition, the Volstead Act has just been enacted. That's in, I think, January 1920. And so the sale of alcohol has been banned. And so, you know, gangsters like Al Capone, etc. are going to start cashing in on that, and we're going to be one of those gangsters and going to start cashing in on it too. So we're going to start out as just a one person, and eventually we can build up our crime syndicate from sort of nothing to, you know, we'll have distilleries, speakeasies, all this kind of stuff. Got to manage production chains, that sort of thing, to sort of get the booze flowing, get it out to the right people that are going to buy it, and then you know, distribute it out. So yeah, really cool game. I've been playing it for a couple of weeks on and off. I've got about 20 hours into the game, so I'm going to kind of take this as a bit of a sort of tutorial playthrough. So I'll kind of show you guys what to do, some of the things that pop up, some of the icons and that sort of thing. There is a really good tutorial as well, which I recommend you start and play through. But let's jump into new game, and then there's a load of different factors, so you can like randomize the value. There's 3 different towns or cities, should we say. So there's Chicago, there's Detroit, and there's Pittsburgh. I'm going to go to Detroit because I like that one, but I'll just explain quickly. So Pittsburgh is more kind of has a lot of choke points. It's very hilly, so it's kind of good for you in a kind of defensive purposes, but also it's kind of bad for movement around because the AI can easily choke point you as well. Chicago is kind of, I'd say, the kind of middle ground really between the two. And then Detroit is a lot bigger and open, and Detroit and Pittsburgh have sort of unique opportunities that we'll be able to cash in on. Pittsburgh, I think it's Applejack, and you can make another type of booze as well. And then Detroit, you can smuggle booze in from Canada. It's the biggest map as well. It's the one I've been playing on. So you can choose, this is like this game seed, so you can just randomize that. So you know, you can just click that. You could type in a game seed. So if you wanted to like follow along, you could type that game seed in, and then that's the seed you get. And then this is your nationality, so you can select what your ethnicity is, and then from there, people, so I'm going to be English because I'm English, but people who are sort of English descent will probably a bit more likely to sort of do business with you, but you'll be able to do business with everybody. But you know, if you picked English, or you know, Americans would be more likely to do business with Americans, etc. Down here we can then change our name, and we can also just randomize as well. Terence Taylor, yeah, well, let's go with Terence Taylor. And then down here we can select different skills. The one I like to go for is protection rackets. So that reduces the business owner's displeasure from demands by 10%, increases the amount of protection money you get as well. So obviously you can set up storefronts. So the game's kind of divided into corners, and your territory will be a corner, as they call it. And so on that corner you might have a storefront that's, you know, selling, it's a cafe, say for instance, but out back you might be able to set up a moonshine business or something in there. And also that would go out and collect the protection money, so you could go across the street to the next person and say, hey, you're in my area now, you owe me so much protection money. You know, you've probably seen a gangster movie. That kind of gives me more of that protection money, and also lessens their, you know, they're going to be upset, aren't they? You know, come over and go, hey, look, I want money for protecting you. That kind of lessens that sort of displeasure. There we go. But there's a bunch of different starting ones as well. That's been a good one. Getting to territorial as well is a good one. Reduces the amount of cash for setting up a new front by 10%, which is pretty good. That's also a good one. And I found respect the law was pretty good because we can bribe the cops as well. We're going to get heat, and that reduces the amount of cost that it is for bribery, and then it ups it by about 60 days. So I think you get almost a year of bribery, whereas if I do it now, I think I get like 250 days, and I have to pay him another like $200 or something like that. So let's jump in now, let's go start, and then the game will start procedurally making Detroit City the map. So the maps are all slightly different each time as well. The river and stuff here is, I think, is basically the same, but the kind of street layouts will be slightly different depending on what seed you picked. So let's go there, and then we're going to have a business. So I'll let you guys read that. I've you know, read that. So just if you want to read that, pause the video and read away. But there we go. And then this is our Taylor gang over here. So this blue area, let's kind of zoom out a little bit. This blue area is our corner. That's our territory we own at the moment. So we only own one piece of territory at the moment. And the other thing that I was saying about the unique aspect of this map is that this is Windsor, Ontario. So this is Canada over here. And eventually, if we find someone of Canadian descent, we could probably go, hey, do you know anyone over here, and set up an operation, and then we can start shipping booze from Canada into Detroit, and then we can start selling that as well. That's something unique. This is also the biggest map as well, so you know, pretty cool. I liked this one, so this is the one I went with. But yeah, so here we go. Right, down here's our storefront. So we own this billiard hall, and in the back we've probably got, it probably makes, okay, so it makes fruit and it makes sugar. Okay, interesting. Oh, so I've got like a fruit wine. Okay, right, so we start with a bunch of this material. So really what the first thing we want to do, if we hold control and click, that gives me 10. If I just click once, that gives me 1. And if I hold shift and click, that just puts all the stack over and fills up my car. So I've only got like a little 2-door passenger car at the moment. Eventually you get 4-door trucks, and you know, you can get like trucks, you can get 4-door cars, all that sort of stuff as well. I think we'll just take that with us, and we'll try and find somebody that wants to buy this stuff. So you're on my corner. So this little icon here is that we can cash a favour in for these guys. We've got over here, we've got our movement points. We've got 9 movement points. So each sort of corner. So if we just go to there, that's 1 move. And then if you're trying to move into there, that costs you 5 because you don't know what there. It's like a, you know, fog of war type thing going on. But anywhere within here that it's in your territory will only cost you 1 move. That's our action point. So we've got 3 actions. So if we say came here, I don't know if he wants to buy something. He wants to buy hard cider, so we'll sell the hard cider to her. This is going to cost us, let's go that. You want 13 crocs, we've got 19 on us, so that's good. Make 156, so that cost me an action point. But if we said, hey, do you want to be in our outfit? Do you want to set up an outfit? That would cost you an action point as well. Or if you said, hey, you know, any of those things cost you action points. So if you buy, sell, things of that nature. So because we're set up for fruit wine, we want to, my first recommendation would be to set up a backroom fruit wine operation. You'll probably start it to be random with one of these 5 items. So you might start with a brick wine, load of brick wine, and somewhere that makes grape juice. In which case you're going to want to set up a brick wine distillery as quickly as you can, and like homebrew, cider, moonshine, whichever one it is, you really want to set that up as quickly as you can, because that's going to be your money maker. That's what I found anyway, and that's going to cost us. So we've already got 8 barrels, 8 small barrels. So if we come here, that's going to cost us $950, and then it takes 5 turns. So it's going to take just over a month. Each turn takes a week. So you know, we're on the 1st of June now, 1920, and then you know, we'll click next turn, and it'll roll on 7 days. So that's good. So right, we found someone that wants to buy booze. We could just sell all of the cider to you, couldn't we? And then maybe, yeah, then maybe take some homemade beer as well. Although, to be honest, I kind of want to see what these guys have down here. So they've got favours. There'll be other icons as well. This is our sort of controlled building that has got a sort of moonshine, or potentially we can set up a moonshine, or, you know, whatever type of operation it is in the back. But for now, so this is a newspaper stand, and that's a coffee shop. Let's go and just check out. So they're going to sell us stoneware crocks, which is fine. If you are like making apple cider or something, you'll need to put those in there. You know, you need to put your cider in that. We could ask you to just set up an outfit up front, but let's just see. I really want to sell some booze. Okay, you want to buy a lot of stuff. I like you. Let's say our fruit wine straight off the bat. $18 a case. That's pretty good. I think we might set you up with a front straight away. I am kind of leaning towards that straight away, to be honest. We've got beer as well. Let's just quickly... So these question marks, we can see what it is, but we will use an action point to find out what that is. So we'll click on it and find out what that is. But we already know what those 2 are, so I'm going to go over there, because we've got 8 moves. So let's go over to this side. I want to see what these guys want. Or girls even. So you want to buy cigarettes, so we can sell you cigarettes and we can sell you moonshine. If you also hover over, there's a question mark. So if you can see there, we can sell her moonshine and cigarettes, and then there's a question mark. There'll be something else that we can sell her, and this is their sort of favour of us, their like. So it'll go, if they don't like us, it'll go this way and it'll be red. If they like us, it'll go further up here, and we might get a few favours as well, which we can cash in. We could turn you into a front as well, but I think we'll leave that for now. So there'll be a lot of that going on. Somebody might not want to buy might not want to sell anything. So you've only got 2 items that we could sell to you, so that's fine. But sometimes they have an hidden item, and you might even go to somebody and they've got 5 of those. You know, it'd be 5 question marks along there to say you can sell, but they won't sell you anything because they don't trust you, because it's, you know, 0 opinion of you. So, you know, you got to build that opinion up. It's about creating relationships and stuff as well. So I think we're going to come back here. We're going to load up with a bit more booze. And then we're going to try and sell you as much as we can of the fruit wine. 13, I don't like that. We'll go with that. I don't want to say 13. Let's go there. And then we'll use our action point to... I'm going to just sell the booze, and then we'll set up a... We'll set up a front here, I think, next. So she wants 7 cases. Yeah, we'll still do that. It's $126. That's fine. I could still move about now, but I've got no action points. So I could move there. I could move there. So if you wanted to say, hey, I want to come over here and sell these guys, you come back here with no action points. I could still interact with this. So I can still load up on booze. We could actually... Should we take some homemade beer? Because people wanted homemade beer. Up here as well is something else I forgot. There's a resource overlay. So this is all the resources. So if I click there, it'll tell me who wants to buy brick wine, for instance. Who wants to buy cider? Who wants to buy fruit wine? There's only one person that wants to buy fruit wine at the moment. That's a little worrying. Because that's what we're going to be producing. So we want as many people... You want to buy moonshine? Damn, 2 people want to buy moonshine. And 2 people want to buy that. And then, you know, who sells, etc. So stoneware crocks, someone sells those. Who sells small bottles? Because we are going to need those. We're going to need small bottles to put our fruit wine in. And then also down here, like who sells lumber, who sells bricks. We're going to need those to make various operations as well. But at the moment, we haven't met enough people to know what they buy and sell. So, you know, we'll get on that. Right, let's end turn anyway. There we go. And then the others will move. We've just discovered sugar, so that's fine. That's a pretty good resource, actually. We could turn that into other things later on down the line. You know, sugar is very important in the alcohol fermentation process. So, yeah, definitely good. If we went over to her now, we're going to set up a front. But she won't actually probably... We'll just click on it and just show you. She probably won't want to buy a lot. She only wants to buy like 1 case. So it's not worth wasting an action point on that. But if we leave it like a month or so, because, you know, we've just given her like, what, 20 cases or something, she's now got to sell that and get rid of it. So it's going to take a little while. She's not going to want another 20 cases next week. She's got to get rid of that stuff. So, you know, it might be sort of come back here in a month's time or something as well. I think for now, we could do that as well and find out. Do you know anyone who's buying or selling anything that we've got? So that might be someone that's selling bottles. That might be someone that wants to buy various types of booze, so that's probably a good one to go for. So she's going, yeah, you should meet my cousin Paul. And then she'll, oh wow, okay, that's a bit further away than I wanted to go. But if we click on that, this zone will become explored. So like that, there we go. That's a little bit too far away. That is also another outfit, but that's just a single outfit. So there's smaller fronts. Let's just see if you tell me about that. Yeah, if it's meant like a small operation, they won't expand past that corner that they own there. But they will come in and make trouble and do lots of other things. The rival gangs that will expand like you are in red, but we've not many of those yet. But they'll be out here somewhere. They might be close by, they might be far away, but they will be out here for somewhere. So that's good. Right, yeah, we're going to set up a front with you anyway, I think. Let's go set up a front. And then she's going, what do you want? She wants $120 to sweeten a deal. So we're going to go yes. That also costs us a favour as well. So we've got 2 favours with her at the moment. We're going to go down to 1. We just used 1 favour as well. And there we go. Doodle-doo. We've just set up a front. That's great. And then we could... So if you look at this, this front is ready to expand. So we could pay money and she will expand into like this territory or this territory. But I think what I'm going to do is come over and we'll probably buy one of these extra fronts. I normally like to buy 2 fronts and then we'll get them to start expanding because we want our sort of zone to be connected as much as possible because we want the respect. If you see the respect here is green, so we've got really good respect. And, you know, this will eventually start to sort of permeate down here and these these buildings will start to go, you know, light green and dark green eventually over time. And also we've got heat as well. So yeah, because we're doing a lot of buying and selling of booze in this area, there's a lot of heat, so the cops are probably going to come around and visit us. So we probably want to try not to do too much in this area and kind of leave it alone, because we might get raided at some point as well. So you know, there is all that as well. There's a lot to go with this game, so I'm probably throwing a lot at you, but you know, hopefully you're getting it. So well, how much money have we got? So we've got $442, got some cider, and we've got some beer. Who wanted to buy beer? Someone wanted to buy beer, right? Yeah, she wants to... Is that the same person? Yeah, she wants to buy beer, but she will... That'll be completely separate to the fruit wine that we sold her. So we can sell her a load of beer, and I'm going to go... Give me 20% extra. So it gives us... Goes from $8 a crock, and now it goes to $9.60, which isn't a lot, but she's probably going to want, yeah, 28 crocks. So we've just made a buttload of money there. Made $1.60 on each one we've sold. So, you know, extra money all adds up. And there we go. And I'm also going to get her to set up a bottle return rack. So if we do that, when we come back, we'll collect an envelope. There'll be a green envelope here. When we do that, eventually, once we set that up, every month or so, people will have brought their bottles back, and she'll take them back to here, which we can then use in our own operation, which is a good idea. But I think I'm going to hold off on... Well, there's not much... Actually, no, sorry, dude. Yeah, we've run out of action points, but we can actually say to do this. So let's do that. And then this is kind of an active mission now that I've got for her. So if we click on that, she wants $300, and she needs 4 lumber, which we're going to have to buy. But I'll say at the moment, we don't know where any lumber is. Pretty sure we don't know anyone that has lumber. No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. We're in a kind of a not a bad spot here, actually. We're in a kind of a little bit of a corner area. I'm just looking actually now. We're a nice little area. We kind of want a choke point there. Maybe there. And like down here somewhere. We kind of choke this little area off as for our own. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. That's not a bad start. I quite like it. Right now we've got no action points. So let's go back. We'll load up with a bit more booze. I'm going to take the rest of the beer with me. And we'll take a bit of fruit wine as well. We might as well. And then we could deposit money in here, because this costs money to operate. How much was it? $9.50 was it? Yeah, we're getting close to that. That's good. So if you wanted to buy a front, you need money in your vehicle. And also we've got traits as well. Clumsy. Oh, great. Okay, so I'm not great in a fight, but there we go. That's I think those are random, so, you know. But as I say, I've got no action points, so I can't really do anything at the moment. But you want to buy beer, so we'll probably sell you some beer in a minute, and we'll try and set a front up here, and then we'll get these two to start expanding. And we'll probably, yeah, I'll probably extort you, I think. We'll probably do that, I think. And start doing that, and we'll extort you as well, I think. But for now, let's just end the turn. We get our 3 points back. We can level up and we'll get more movement and action points. But for right now, let's just sell you a bunch of beer. Not going to worry about the cost. We could also go exclusive exchange. So if you were near like a rival gang, you could go, hey, let's just trade beer between us. You don't do any other business but with me. So, you know, that'd be a good thing. But as I say, at the moment, we don't have any rival gangs, so I'm not too worried about that. But later on in the game, there might be someone that's got a, you know, you want a great place that you can sell fruit wine. You might want to go, hey, look, don't buy anything off me, and you could cash a favour in or something for that. But right now, let's just sell you what we've got, and then we might be able to set a front up here as well. Yeah, $170 to set that front up. I'll let you guys read this, actually. I've kind of read it a bunch of times, so I'm kind of clicking through it. But if you want to read it, just pause that, and, you know, there you go. But yeah, I'm kind of clicking through it because I've already done it a bunch of times. And then that's also going to cost me a favour. So she's got 2 favours. It's going to cost me a favour. And it's also going to cost me an action point as well. So there we go. We've now got 3 fronts. And then up here as well, also, I've kind of missed a lot of the UI out. But there we go. So that's the amount of fronts that we control, or corners, sorry, that we control. And then that's our crew. So 1 of 1 at the moment. The more of these corners that you control and buildings that you own. So this is a building that we own. We can buy more of those later. That will sort of determine your crew size. So we'll get another crew size soon. And then we've only got 1 vehicle slot, passenger vehicle. And then we've got 1 cargo vehicle at the moment. But I think we have to learn how to drive trucks as well. So, you know, we're going to come over here and we're going to exploit you, I think. Sorry, but we're going to exploit you. Demand payment. They're going to be a little bit upset. You see that? That's dropped down now. So they're just slightly +6. They still will do business with me. Like, I've got no more action points now because that cost me an action point. But they will do some business with me. So only just. But if it dropped too low, they might go, ooh, no, I don't want to do business with you. You just came here and demanded money, which is totally reasonable and understandable. We want to sell you some cider. And then I think we'll get those to expand. There's a way we can do that. I'll show you that in a minute. Because I really want to get this operation up and running as soon as we can. Because that's going to be our money maker. Because you can see right here, we're starting to run out of supplies and stuff. This is also producing fruit and sugar. Slowly, every 4 turns it produces 8 fruit and 2 sugar, which is enough to produce a batch of fruit wine over there. So as I say, we need 45 bottles as well, which at the moment we don't have any, but we need that first anyway, so we're a little way off that. But we're going to need to find somebody that sells bottles, which motors, that's not going to be that person. Sandwiches, you might sell that stuff. I think we'll cleaners, that's just going to be a repair place where you'll be able to repair your car, so I'm not too worried about that. Although they might sell stuff to you, so let's go down this way though. And then I'll show you this as well. So this is like a fog of war. So if we, it's going to cost me 5 movement points. If I go to somewhere I've already been, it's going to cost me 1. If you also tried to move, say these guys were over here and they were like here. If I tried to drive through there, I think it's 3 action point or 3 movement points it cost me. So it cost me more to drive through rivals' territory. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bottleneck. If I can kind of grab this area, that kind of stops them coming in a bit more. And the same over here as well. And they've kind of got this little corner. It's actually a pretty good start, to be honest. It's actually a very good start. I like it. But yeah, I'll come in here and then it'll show you what's here. So there's like a Walsh painting and construction. So they might actually sell wood. Ooh, they might sell something. We might want to check those out. So I want that bottling plant as well up and running. Other returns. So in the fronts, so like those 2 fronts there, they'll drop bottles off for us. Hopefully I'm not going too quick, but there we go. Let's go for another one. And then, yeah, the cops are coming in now because of the heat. We can bribe those. So if we click on this guy, and these are some of the interactions that he's had. If we go, where is it? Yeah, those are the people that he knows. So, okay. Oh, so you, we could probably get you to introduce us to the cop, and he would probably be open for a bribe, which is something we want to do. Because if I go there now, I can't do any business. I couldn't sell them fruit wine because he's on the corner and he'll be there for a few turns. If we've bribed him, we can just carry on business as normal. He doesn't care. Let's open this guy and let's go and see what you've got. So you've got bottles. Well, that's going to be really handy. It's not the wood that I wanted, but that's a bottle supply. So that's something we're going to need to bottle our moonshine or bottle our fruit wine, because obviously it needs to go in a bottle and we need to buy bottles to supply that. Right, that's cool. Let's come over here. I'm trying to find someone else that might want to buy the booze that we've got. Oh, okay. Right, you've got a mission. If we go there, so that icon there with a question mark, you'll see it. They want to talk to you. They have a word. The word on the street says they want to talk to you, so they'll come to you and offer a mission. It could be anything, but it's probably going to be the expand to 5. Oh no, he wants fruit wine. Okay, cool. So if we give him 5 fruit wine, he might be willing to trade more. So let's do that. I think we've got fruit wine on us. If we click on that, that should cost us. There we go. Improves our relationship with him. That doesn't cost us an action point either, that one. So that's good. So we've now improved our relationship with him. He might want it. Yeah, he wants to buy wine off us now. So we could sell him some wine. He wants to buy 37 cases. Ooh. What do we have back at the place? 30 cases. Oh boy. Okay, right. I think we'll sell what we've got. Let's sell. How many? No, we've only got 1 action point. Okay, let's crank up the price. It's going to be a little bit upset at that, but he'll still be okay with it. And then we're going to go back, load the car up with as much wine as we can. This doesn't cost you action points. We're going to sell him 19 because we've just got a little 2-door vehicle. So we're not going to be able to do much there, but that's fine. And then let's come over to here. He might, yeah. So we could tell him to go. Hey, do you know any troublemakers? That's these guys. And we could kind of get a relationship with those. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's go and just sell all of the fruit wine that we have to you for for 2160. So it's gone from 18 to 2160. So we get 360 a case, which is really going to make us a nice ton of profit. There we go. 410, and then we can go back and sell that as well. That's great. Oh, did I not sell that? I thought I sold it. I missed it. My bad. Sorry. I goofed up. Damn it. I wanted to... How did I miss that? I misclicked. There we go. There we go. Right, I didn't actually click the sell, did I? I was too excited. Right, so I'm out of turns. I kind of wanted to go back there and drop the money in, because that's probably going to be enough. 440, yeah, it's going to be enough to start building that operation, so that's good. Right. Right, well, we'll go back there, and then we'll get the rest of the wine and sell that to him. But right now, we're going to dump... you want a bit of extra money in there as well. So it costs money to run these things. So we'll leave a little bit of cash in there, but that's going to be mostly go there. Set that up, and at the moment, we need the required skills, moonshine manufacturing, cider making, so we can't actually set those up anyway. Your best bet, as I say, is the one that you start with, which is this one. We have the supplies, we have the knowledge, that's the one to go for, but later on we could go somewhere else, buy up another building and set up a moonshine factory, for instance. People will trade skills at some point as well. But anyway, let's go build. It's going to take 5 turns, that's fine. And then we're going to need to ship bottles backwards and forwards to there, because it's going to need, we come here now, it's going to make every 6 turns, it's going to make 45 cases of fruit wine. We need 45 bottles, 2 sugar and the 8 fruit. We've got the fruit and the sugar, we just need the cases of bottles, which is why I want those bottle racks. Because when we come back here, we'll be able to pick that up. But I think for now, did I pick up the fruit wine? No, I didn't. Let's pick up the fruit wine, and then we're going to sell that to you. And I might even... No. Let's. Oh, damn, yeah. I've got to bribe you. I've got to bribe you next, because I can't do any business. So, who knows? Yeah, you two know. Okay, right. But I can't do that because you're there. Damn it. You see, right, here we go. So they've got that quest that they've given, that one there. This little purple hat, that's a skill. So they might go, hey, I know something about making cider, moonshine, setting up a garage, whatever it could be. And they'll teach you a skill, and then that's a kind of crew-wide skill that they'll give you. So we could then set up, like as I was saying earlier, like they've got it as well. So this person here, if we click on them, they've got, I'm looking to learn new skills, cider making, so we could learn about cider making. It sounds useful. They'll want 26 apple juice for that. We'll use a favour for it, so that's fine. And then we could find someone that sells apple juice, bring the barrels of apple juice back here and slowly deposit them off, because we're not going to get 26 barrels of apple juice in a small 2-door passenger car. So, you know, they did want to also buy, let's put a bit of money in there. Because if we get busted, whatever's in our car, we could lose it. So you're best to deposit your money off, in my opinion. You did want to buy cider, right? I think we might crank there. Let's not crank the money up on you, because I'm going to... 6. We'll do it. It's a bit of extra cash, but we're going to get you to extort the front next, so that's fine. He should hopefully disappear maybe next turn. We've just leveled up. We've got a skill. So that's my guy. So we've got this, basically smart opportunities, increase the amount of action points. We get an extra action point. We get some more movement points, or increases our effectiveness in combat. To be honest, I think I'm just going to go with the action points for the moment. It's generally what I do, and then go with the movement. To be honest, whichever way you want to go, movement or action points, you probably want at least one on those to start with. Just means you can move further and do more moves, so, you know, just kind of makes sense to me. I think what we'll do, nobody's got it. Yeah, there we go. You've got a green envelope, so we can come over here now. You've also got a question mark, so you've got a quest, and you've also got some other stuff. Let's talk to you. You probably want me to get 5 fronts. Yeah, they want me to get 5 corners. That's generally a basic one that they want. So we'll say yes, and then we'll go, how's it going? They've probably got $25 for us, so that we're not incurring any costs at the moment, but I'll get into that in a second. How's the front doing? Let's talk about the locals. I need to expand my operation. So there we go. For $10, we could provide refreshments for something or other. What is it? Illegal here. Yes, we could give them like refreshments and stuff, and then we could expand into that corner for $10. So that's going to take out of that 25 that we had. So when we go back there and collect that envelope again, that's going to give us $15. But they're now working, if you come over here, they're now actively working to expand that territory. So maybe in a month or so's time, 5 or 6 turns time, we might get into that territory. And then any buildings in there, although there's no buildings we can exploit, but, you know, they then might be able to expand into this one or down there. It seems kind of random. And then once you leave, we could do the same because we can't talk to you while the cops are there. And nobody knows that copper. Yeah, the 2 people that I could cash in a favour are there, and I can't talk to them and get a favour to go, hey, look, talk to that copper because I want to, you know, I want to bribe him. But I can't do that at the moment. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Moonshine, what was it? Did you want to buy... You wanted to buy beer, didn't you? We don't have any of that. Yeah, so at least we found 2 people that do the fruit wine. Yeah, we need to find more. So we've got 7 turns. I think really what we've got to do now is we've got to go and buy some bottles. Because we're going to start that manufacturing process soon. So let's go small bottles, $3 a case. Oh, you've only got 10? Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. I need 45. That is not good. I was kind of hoping for more than that. We've got to find someone that's got bottles then. I'm going to dump that off as well. Dump some of that. There we go. We've got 3 moves. We may as well move up to here. What is that? Cleaners. Okay, well, we'll have a look at what they are in a second. So we're out of moves. We're out of everything. And then the motors. That's just going to sell car stuff. So I don't think they're going to sell me anything other than cars or repair them. But sometimes they do. So yeah, we may go over there and check those people out in a second. Let's end the turn again anyway. Ah, right, now they've moved into that front because the heat's probably... Where are we? Yeah, the heat's kind of hot all around here because I'm doing a lot of trading. But to be honest, early game, there's just not a lot you can do about that, really. Later on, you could go, well, I'm not going to do anything there. So yeah, you can see, like I was saying there, they've got 4 things that I could sell them. But right now, they don't like me. But I could, if we click on this here. Oh, okay. Alright, well, their shared connections is they don't have any shared connections with me at all. So, yeah, that's a shame. But somebody like maybe this person down here knows that person. So you could go and cash a favour and then say, hey, look, such and such says that I'm okay. And then they might, you know, you could come over and you might be able to do a bit of business with them. Assuming they're, you know, if they're like bar. Let's come back here. If this was like right down in the red, then yeah, they wouldn't like that. But, right, let's come over here. I want to expand the territory in this operation as well. So how's the front doing? We don't actually have any fronts at the moment, so we're not going to collect anything. But we are going to annoy you, and we're going to get a front set up there. So we've lost a bit of respect, but that would be a lot more. But because of that trait, and that really helps me out. I find that's quite a good one. So let's come back to here. How's the front doing? We're going to expand into this territory. It's going to cost me $10. That's okay. Sometimes it costs more. So I had a woman asking, her husband died during the Great War, and now she's having trouble making ends meet. So I pay this woman $10. She'll kind of help out with expanding our territory. And, you know, that's kind of the way it's played. And then also you can, just like I did with those, just buy extra fronts as well. So there we go. Right, that's cool. We'll kind of collect that, but it's going to cost me an action point. I'm going to leave it. We don't have any fruit wine to sell you either, so that's a bit of a shame. But what we do want to do is get you to... So these are the people that she knows, and she knows quite a lot of people. So right here, these people don't overly like me, but we could say, hey, look, Gloria Anderson to Elizabeth Walsh. So Gloria's going to tell Elizabeth, do you know what? Terence Taylor's all right, you know. And then they might do some business with us or something, you know. But right now we want to get Harvey Washington on our side. So we could now go and offer that guy a bribe, but I don't have any action points to do that. And I don't really have any money either. What we really need to do, though, is find somewhere that sells bottles. Or some lumber, to be honest. And I could set up this bottle return thing. That's kind of the 2 things that I need. So we need those corners. Once those things have finished influencing, we should get that mission done. So let's just end our turn again. And then I'm just going to go down here and start exploring. Junkyard. I mean, nobody's really going to be there. Ah, here we go. It's one of these small-time hoods. Eventually you can buy these people out as well. So you... go. You got any cars for sale? So they got a 2-door passenger car for $500, which seems quite pricey. But yeah, we could eventually we're going to want, you know, put another crew member in a vehicle. So you know, going to want to do that eventually as well. Just trying to keep an eye on the time. I don't want to go too long on this episode, but yeah, I've been throwing a lot of information at you. But yeah, this game just has that civilization, one more turn type vibe with me, so I just can't help it. Looking for new skills. Yeah, I can't do it because I've already got a quest with them. So I think there was one of those starting traits that I picked. One of those allows you to take more than one business, one mission as well. So whilst I've got this one going for the learning about the cider making, I can't learn the new skill that they want to teach me until I finish that quest. So you know, that's the way that is. How long is this going to take to set up? 2 turns. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of hang about. Ooh, did I put my bottle? I didn't put the bottles in there. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, we need more bottles. That's really what we need now. So I'm going to move this way, and we'll kind of sort of explore some of this area and just see if we can find something. You know, someone that sells bottles or someone that sells lumber. One of the two. Probably the bottles, to be honest, at the immediate area. Would be quite nice. He's disappeared now. We could go and talk to him, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. Let's go there. Oh, there's nothing there. That's a shame. That is a shame. Did we actually go and talk to you? I'm not sure if we went and talked to you. Let's go over there. Okay, so you got favours. Ooh, that's good. So he knows somebody who's interested in what we're buying and selling. But that's over there. Oh, right. Just met the Bates boys, which is a small gang. I'll say these guys don't expand, but somebody over there wants to do business, but they're in their territory, so we're going to have to talk to Bates. Yeah, we're going to have to talk to Ann Bates and try and get her on our side. Or, you know, you could kill her or something if you want, but I don't recommend that, to be honest. Violence in this game, I wouldn't recommend it. If you think about it, gangsters generally didn't kill, you know, they didn't just go around killing people. They killed people that they kind of had a purpose, didn't they, to it? You ratted on me, you're dealing in my area, that sort of thing. So ideally you don't want to just gun someone down outside your you know, your place of business where you're trying to sell or manufacture illegal booze. You don't really want to gun people down in the streets because that's going to cause a lot of attention and, you know, heat and stuff. So you don't really want to do that if you can help it. Sometimes you can't help it and people come over and fight you, and you know, there's not much you can do about that. But yeah, I'd try and avoid things like murder and stuff if you can. Roughing people up with a baseball bat, yeah, that's okay. Kind of sends them a message. But yeah, anyway, let's end the turn, and then we've set up. There we go. We've now set up the operation. We just need bottles. So we'll come back to here and see if you've got any more bottles. I kind of hoped you'd have more than the amount that you were selling. Yeah, it's like 10 is... I guess you are just a painter and decorator thing, so... Yeah, you're not exactly going to have a lot of bottles, but... Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. We could try and make our way around to there, but as I say, they're not going to want to talk to us, so... Ooh, hello. Let's go there. Green envelopes time. Let's pick up some of that. So they're going to have $10, obviously minus the costs. So we have $15 left because they're spending 10 expanding into this area. So that's something that I didn't get for a while, actually. It took me a little while to work that out when I first played it. But there we go. And then again, same thing there. They're spending 10. So it's not always 10. It's just worked out that way. Sometimes it's 8. Sometimes it's 15. It's various prices. So, you know. That should, if we go to respect, yeah, that's starting to go green. And then when we link this one together, that'll start coming this way then as well, and we'll start getting much more respect. So that's good. It means the other gangs can't take us over quite easily. I'm surprised I've not met a gang yet. Interesting. There is another gang on the map somewhere. At least one. There's probably 2 actually. I've encountered 2 before in my playthrough. So they're doing the same as me. They're expanding. They're setting up moonshine stills and all that sort of stuff, trying to make money, booze, selling booze, etc. So they're doing the same, but I've not encountered anybody yet, which is surprising. Normally you find someone quite early, but anyway. Right, so we've set our operation up, and this is now going to take 6 turns, and we need 45 bottles, which we don't have. Which will stall. If it gets to that point and it doesn't have any of those ingredients, it will stall and go back to the start again, and then it'll take another 6 turns. If you haven't put those ingredients in, it'll stall again. So really we want to try and find bottles, but to be honest, I don't know where bottles are, so it's going to be a little bit awkward to do that. I think really we just got to go exploring now. Let's go to there. I think I'm going to put the bottles back. There we go. Respect his writing. There we go. Just taken over that corner. Brilliant. That's one of your operations. I'll leave those meshes up, but you can just get rid of them. So there we go. That corner that we were going has now expanded into there, and we could get you to now expand into another one. Maybe like down there or something. I'm not too sure. Let's go and talk to you because I want to continue to expand. So how's the front doing? I need to expand my territory. So, oh, $10 again. Okay. So there's a local youth club. They want some short on funding for sporting uniforms and equipment. So we're going to support a local youth club down here. And then eventually that favours will, you know, pass over and they'll become part of our territory. And then we could exploit those and get money out of them, for instance. And we could collect it from that front there. So let's go with that. And then we'll expand out to there. Yeah, lack of resources. I get it. I don't think... Will you have 10 more? Do you like stock really quickly? I don't think you will, but let's try it. You got 5. Okay, well, I need everyone I've got, so we might just be able to do this. I just want to kind of get a production running if we can. I'll just kind of show you guys, but 25, yeah, no, we're not going to do it. There's no way in like a few turns time we're going to... So that's what that is telling me there. Is production has stalled. But it'll continue to go if I can fill that before that time. Oh, it's already stalled. Fair enough. Never mind. So, yeah, we've got to find bottles, so... Oh, boy. Where do we go? Well, I guess we go here, and we'll start expanding it, going this way, and just see what we can find. Yeah, I've not explored that. Fair enough. It's okay. Right, yeah, I'll say this game just has one more turn factor about it for me. I can't help myself, so... I've got to try and pull myself away from it in a minute. Let's do this turn. Yeah, we need bottles, basically. That's really what I'm hurting on now. That's going to cost me another point. Let's go there. I'm just going to wait. I guess we could... We could go over there, I guess. We could go over there and see what that is. You never know. They might have... I don't think they will. That's going to be a auto shop, yeah. Just going to fix cars and sell cars, so... He probably, yeah, has nothing. He's just basically there for cars. But we can extort that guy if we wanted to. So, you know, he's got a 4-door sedan for $520. That's pretty good, actually. We'll have to fix up our car as well at the moment. It will get wear and tear. And when it gets into the sort of worn down state, you'll have your movements cut in half as well. But I think for now, I think this is a good place to call it. And we'll end the episode here because it's gone quite a while. I just want to keep playing, so... I may carry on after this and record another episode straight after this, to be honest. So I'm really enjoying this game. But as I say, this game comes out on the 9th. Link in the description down below if you want to go and check it out for yourself. And so, as I say, I think for now, this is where I'm going to call it and end the episode. So if you like that one, please give me a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe for more. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe out there, everyone. And I'll catch you next time.